Special elections are tomorrow, a time to make your voice heard. KOMU8's Jalen Henderson tells us how voters can better prepare themselves before they pick up a ballot.
The election isn't the only special thing happening on November 7th. It will only be the second time voters abide by the new voter ID law, House Bill 1631, that went into effect on June 1st.
With the whole idea of the Show It to Vote initiative is to make sure people understand the new rules regarding identification, but most importantly, know if they're registered, they can vote. We're glad to help them get registered to vote if they aren't. I want to politely, as much as possible, push people to get registered to vote and to participate.
Ashcroft's Show It to Vote campaign hosted several meetings prior to the election to help educate the public. The law requires voters to have some sort of government-issued ID with them to vote, whether it be a driver's license, passport, or military ID. Legislators say they drafted the bill to help prevent voting fraud in Missouri elections.
So we wanted to make sure people knew that they could be confident that their vote would count, that they wouldn't be disenfranchised by someone else's vote canceling their vote out. But at the same point, we felt that we had to be sure that we could tell people that if they were registered, they would be able to vote.
Some Missourians, however, strictly oppose the bill and compare it to a modern-day Jim Crow. During a gathering on Old Courthouse steps in June, St. Louis Treasurer Tashara Jones said, quote, "When my ancestors who were slaves in this country first won the right to vote, the reaction was to pass Jim Crow laws to keep us from voting. Things like literacy tests and poll taxes. Voter ID is another poll tax." Despite opposition from Jones and other Missouri activists, more than 63% of Missourians voted in favor of the bill. So when they come to polling locations like this one, they'll be able to see firsthand how the voting process was affected.
You know, we're expecting a smooth, probably slow election day on November 7th. So the processes through my office are the same regardless of whether or not you've showed a photo ID.
The clerk's office has poll pads, which have the ability to scan various forms of identification, as well as notify judges if a prospective voter has already voted at another location. Taylor says the pads are just another way for Missouri officials to crack down on voter fraud throughout the state. Jalen Henderson, KOMU8 News, Columbia.
To find your polling location, you can visit our website at komu.com.